Guys, I've got to make this clear before I dive into this video. If you're a car salesperson, this is not an attack or some way of bad-mouthing or bashing what you do for a living. In fact, some of my best friends are car salespeople. So please understand, the information I'm trying to give the people in this video, if they're new or inexperienced car buyers, to let them know exactly who decides the numbers. What is happening, guys? Ari here with Boston Automotive Consulting. Here today because I really want to let you guys know how it sort of works in the dealership, who decides what number you get, and what role a salesperson plays and what role management plays in the deal. And guys, before I dive right into tonight's video, if you're logging onto one of my videos for the very first time, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ari Janessian and I run a car buying service called Boston Automotive Consulting. We help our clients achieve the very best deals on brand new cars, and the whole goal of this YouTube channel is to give car buyers all the negotiation tips that they need so that they can land the very best deal. And in tonight's video, we're going to be discussing car salespeople. So if you haven't already and you enjoy solid how-to videos, especially when it comes to negotiating brand new cars, please consider subscribing. Diving right in, guys. So I got a request from one of my subscribers. Her name was Mirella, and she asked me to give a rundown as far as negotiation tips, etc. And I have a decent amount of negotiation tips, but I never truly address the numbers and what role the salesperson and the sales manager or the GM plays when deciding your number. So typically when I'm doing my deals out, I have 2 points of contact. One of them is the numbers and the other one is logistics, as in I need my numbers guy to produce the deal. Like obviously, right? I need this person to be able to call me back and tell me, yes, we can do this deal, follow up with so-and-so to try and coordinate the whole deal to happen, as in have the car ready for when the client gets there, maybe if they want to test drive the car. Get all the documents in place for finance, get the registration done, present and deliver the car, explain all the features. All this stuff to me is more important than the actual numbers, because the numbers is a given. You're not going to be going in there unless the number is exactly what you need it to be. And the rest of the stuff, that stuff for me is like the meat of the whole thing. I need that to be spot on, perfect. And that's what I rely on my salesperson for. The manager, I just need a few digits on a piece of paper to be accurate. Like truly, I need my salesperson to be just spot on point with the whole process, making sure that, my clients are leaving happy. And for you want to pick out a salesperson that's just, they have your best interest in mind when it comes to making the whole process that much easier. Maybe, they spent a little bit of extra time delivering the car or presenting the features. They made sure that that they're always on call if you need something with the car or something's up, or maybe to schedule service appointments, tell you how the whole thing operates. And I'm not saying that car salespeople don't have any control of the number. That's not true. However, you've got to split up the title into two. You've got like your hotshot car salesperson that, they sell a ton of cars a month, that basically whatever they say goes, pretty much. As in, if they cry about needing a deal and it's like it's a loser type deal for the dealership, they've got a better chance of getting that deal. Then you've got your other type of car salesperson that really, they're just the middleman. They're just the person taking the number from the manager and presenting it to you and making sure nothing gets messed up in between. These two types of car salespeople, unfortunately, are not weighed out as equally. And you've got a ton more of the middleman type car salesperson than you've got the hotshot. Finding the hotshot is difficult, and I don't even recommend trying to find this type of salesperson because you look like a weirdo. Like imagine being at the dealership and being like, hey, how many cars do you sell a month? That's not normal. So, however, I will say in doing out all these deals, I pretty much know the hotshot at most of the dealerships that I work with. So getting the deal that I need, I use the hotshot as leverage, and even sometimes the newbie as leverage to try and get the deal done. And is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. It's never a guarantee that the hotshot or the newbie will be able to put your deal through Just because, they sell a ton of cars or they don't sell enough, that's not a guarantee, especially if the number that you're going after is one of those like crazy, like really, really grinded out type numbers. Like take for example, you're in court. God forbid you ever get arrested or you have some sort of legal issue that you need to take care of in court. Let's say you've only got two options. You can hire a really, really hotshot type lawyer or you can hire the public defender. It's not guaranteed, but the hotshot, high-profile lawyer is probably a safer bet than taking the public defender, right? And most of the time, when you're doing out these deals, you're pretty much dealing with the public defender here. Let's be honest. So what if I told you, take out the salesperson, you yourself are the high-profile lawyer and you don't even know it? The reason why I say this is you've got to extract what you're looking for in the car salesperson. Say you've already shopped around. Say you've already got a presentation on the car. Say you know the car better than the car salesperson. And right now, all you're looking for is the number. Is it safe to assume that the car salesperson is pretty much useless at this very point? At this stage in the car buying process? More than likely, yes. So right now, it's pretty much your word against the sales managers because ultimately, the sales manager is the judge. He is the judge and he is the jury. So it's basically you deciding what number is going to make you happy and presenting it in a way, hopefully, if you can, what I'd suggest is directly. If you've got a sales manager in front of you, then it's time to really like suit up and present your case. Do you understand what I mean? And if you don't have a sales manager in front of you, what you've got to do is take the salesperson and use him as the messenger as best as you can. The point being is that he can't deliver your message if you don't know what your message is. If you haven't decided what the number is that you're looking for, or you don't have a clear idea of what you're looking for, he or she can't deliver the message. So asking them for the best price, letting management decide what number they want to give you, is sort of like asking the judge to give you your sentence. You've got to present your case. You've got to present your argument and what you're looking for in, like, let's say, going really, really law school on you guys. Say in like a plea bargain, you get together and you decide exactly what it is that both sides will be happy about. And in this case, thank God, it's not legal and it's car sales and you can float around to different dealerships and tell them exactly what it is that you're looking for. If the sales manager is not in front of you, use the salesperson as the messenger for your message. Because realistically speaking, if it's only the number that you came into that dealership looking for, the salesperson's job at that point is to deliver the message between you and the person deciding, which is management. In very rare circumstances, do salespeople have the actual very, very last say in what number is possible. They may have leverage in getting you that number. However, they never actually have the final say in what is or isn't possible for your deal. It never actually matters what price you got from a different dealership. At that point, you could be sitting in front of a car salesperson. You could be sitting in front of a GM or a sales manager or whatever. And if your argument is revolving around another dealership's number, first of all, if that's the case, then you need to have proof. However, even if I've got another number from another dealership, my argument isn't so much that this other dealership is doing it and I'm here. No, my argument is that I'm here. I like the salesperson very, very much. Even if I don't, I'm here to buy this car from you for this number. You don't even have to be a jerk about it. You can even be nice about it. You can make it sort of like a reverse ultimatum here. You can tell them, listen, this is the car. I don't want any less, I don't want any more, and this is what I can afford to pay. If we can make a deal happen, let's do it. If not, then I'm just gonna go home. And if at that point, the salesperson, the sales manager, the general manager are all right in front of you, and they can't make a deal happen, and you walk out without any of them chasing you, chances are either that dealership really does suck, or they really, really can't do the deal. So guys, I hope that this gave you an idea, a sense for what role the different people play in getting you to your number that you have in mind whenever you're walking into these dealerships. I know it's a little bit difficult having to wait and ask the salesperson, can you do this? Can he do that? Waiting for him to come back. Wait 10 minutes, get flustered, get worn down. If you can stop this whole thing dead in its tracks and use the messenger and actually give him a message instead of just waiting for the message to come back to you, then you've pretty much won half the battle, and the other half is just making sure that the number you get back is the number that you're looking for. If you found this information useful and you want to see more of these new car buying and negotiation tip type videos, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.